these companies. And it lists all the companies. I won't list them here on the show that do business with this, but they're big corporations. You've all heard of them. If I said their names, you would know them in a second. Large food producers, you'll see them in your grocery store, all over the place. So let's keep moving on. These people are being brought to task on this, on these human rights violations, and they're being asked to police themselves. Well, what kind of job do you think they're going to do policing themselves? They're not going to do a good job because it's not in their interest to police themselves. So enough on that. I see about 4 or 5 minutes remaining in the show. I wanted to bring your attention to a couple other points. I did allude to the injustices of that are being done against Native American and Alaskan Native women, who are 2.5 times more likely to be raped and or sexually assaulted than other women in the USA. And according to the U.S. Department of Justice, in at least 86% of the reported case of rape or sexual assault against American Indian and Alaskan Native women, survivors report that the perpetrators are non-Native men. So these are people that are preying on these women from the non-Native communities. And, I don't know what their nationalities are, but I would imagine, just giving the U.S. demographics, it falls along those lines. Like I said, I've contacted the Oglala Sioux and Lakota council or tribal council, or it's their government. And I've never done this before. I just contacted them and asked them if they had someone that knew Russell Means. Russell Means was an activist. He didn't use all nonviolent ways of protesting and trying to get the American Indian movement's agenda moved forward. As you know, the country's history was dealing with the Native Americans and or Indian peoples. That we were very unjust with them, very cruel, and murdered many of them. And this was during a time of war that we, quote unquote, had with them. And basically we were just taking their land and then we were conquering them. And, just the despicable things that were done were just terrible. And I've always said to myself in my heart that if I could do anything to help the Native Americans, the indigenous people, the Aboriginal peoples of the world, there's a groups in up in Nunavut, and these are Eskimo people that I would like to help up in those areas. I personally have a heart to do that, and I want to help out the indigenous peoples of the United States, help them in any way I can to provide better health care, better representation, anything I can do to help. I want to do that for those people groups. So I'm reaching out to them, and hopefully they will respond. I do believe in nonviolence. I do believe in what Martin Luther King stated that we should do with regard to opposing oppressive and improper behavior. One of the things I wanted to bring up, a couple scriptures here, is that in Proverbs 22:16, says, "Whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty." So that's something that these people, especially that are oppressing people, should be known as. Getting back to what we left undone in Ezekiel chapter 16, 49 through 50 says, "Behold, this was the guilt of your sister Sodom. She and her daughters had pride, excess of food, and prosperous ease, but did not aid the poor and needy. They were haughty and did abominations before me, so I removed them when I saw it. And that was God speaking. So, these things that are these are happening. There's going to be a reckoning one day, and God will take the task the people that hold back wages of their workers. Don't know how much time we have. Chad, can you give me a little shout and let me know so I know what we have going on here. Okay, I got a wrap-up sign. I just like to let each one of you know that I love each one of you, and even my detractors, and I just want to bless you in Jesus' name. Hope that you have a great week, and please remember to do good to others. Have a great one.